What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Big G Will Idiot here, back with another video. Today, I just watched a YouTube video on Avengers Endgame about the Wolverine situation, and it is confirmed that Hugh Jackman will be making a cameo appearance in Avengers Endgame. I don't know if he's gonna make an appearance as Wolverine or just as somebody else, but it is confirmed that he will be in Avengers Endgame as either I think as Logan or as Wolverine or somebody else, but at least he's gonna make an appearance. And if he does become, the next, does play Wolverine one more time, makes that final cameo in it, someone like confirmation of other things. But I'll take that. I'd be a huge surprise. So it'd be at least it's confirmed that's gonna be in it. I don't know if he's gonna be, playing Wolverine or with the claws or anything. I don't know too much about it, but I know he's gonna be in the movie. I assume he will be playing, Wolverine anyway, since it's the kind of character that he's playing for years. So he will be in that movie as well. Like I said, I just watched a YouTube video on somebody else that did it, and just talking about the origin and everything. That kind of comic book between Incredible Hulk and Wolverine having that kind of fight scene, and they, they even said there won't be any more solo Hulk, Incredible Hulk movies at all. In which I do understand that I do get that, which makes kind of sense because you really don't want to continue with that legacy anytime soon. More than that, I could see another, Wolverine movie or something go in production, which there will be somewhat sort of that going into production. They even said that, there'd be Jackman probably make a cameo appearance. He'll probably play in another, Wolverine or some kind of type of movie to do, but somebody else will play Wolverine. He'll just be the older version of it or whatever. I think that'd be pretty cool to see that kind of come to play. Really, Jackman got he's the old Wolverine. He pretty much passes the torch to somebody else. Let somebody else find him somewhere far away, looking for answers for certain questions about whatever. I'm just spitballing here about that, and that'd be pretty cool to see that just in general, just to see that come up. But at least he'll make a cameo appearance in the movie, which is nice. You know, like I say, we don't know if he's gonna play, Wolverine or he's just gonna be somebody else. Like I said, I think he will be, with the claws back in him. I believe as Wolverine or Logan, doesn't matter the way. He's still that kind of character that he is. I think it's pretty cool that he's doing that. I mean, it's nice to see that finally come together. And I was watching something about I was watching Howard Stern last night, actually night before. And I was watching a video interviewing him about talking about the movie and all that stuff, and he says, Jackman pretty much said he never know him if he does decide to do it again, he will tell Howard Stern, and I think he'll do that, which is pretty sick because Jackman's done it for such a long period of time. He said he's done with it and he's happy with it. Respected the role that he's done for so many years. He's moving on to better things. It's just nice. I mean, I give him more props for that. I'm glad that is at least making a cameo appearance in the movie, either as Logan or as Wolverine. Either way, it's still the same character. I'll be happy with either way, but at least it's nice to see that they actually confirm me. I can't if I can confirm that at least, which is nice, and have a little we breather here of it all, so we don't not all worry about it too much because there's a lot of disconfirmations about it, or true or not true. And I'm glad that Jackman's actually doing it for one last time. I'm glad that he's stepping into that back into that scene again, which is nice. I'm glad that he's doing it. It's nice to see a original character from X Men pretty much come back into that kind of iconic role here. To bring him back into this kind of scene now. Doing whatever he's gonna do with that. I think it's pretty sick to see, and that's gonna be one kick-ass movie, I think. And this been 3 movies and a lot of surprises and shockers. I think that's gonna blow us the hell away because we'll be so amazed by this now that we really want to see the movie right now. It's like we want it out now, and I know up in UK, I think they already showed it already. And thank God they didn't tweet or Facebook or any of that stuff because that would be like the biggest effing spoiler to us in the world. Like, okay, here's the whole movie from the UK. Here's what happens. This and this, or this person dies, or she dies, or he dies, or whoever. Well, he makes an appearance, or she makes an appearance, or blah, 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 all that stuff. You know, that actually happened, I'd be really effing pissed because I'm like, oh, nah, no way in hell. I mean, that would just kill the movie in general. I know like I know they show the premiere in the UK or whatever, and UK fans are probably dropping the door. It's like, what the fuck just happened here? And we don't know. We have not seen anything yet. That's any more trailers besides that. We've like some. So the first two trailers that got like 1 million views, like 20 billion views right away. Like boom, bada boom, bada bing, done. So the first thing in the morning when I watched it after the George Bush's father's funeral, they're supposed to show it that same day, but they didn't out of respect, which is nice. So they did the next day after it, which is fine. So that first thing in the morning, boom, bada bing, so I loved it. So the second trailer, took a couple days, almost mid-February. They started showing the second one. Really, really good. I like that one. Show little clips, not too much. That Cap's there, Rocket's there. All these got pretty much everybody that's there now that we've seen. Ant-Man's back. How he got. We don't know how he got out of the portal. Because that was the last scene in Ant-Man and Wasp when he got trapped in the portal doing something, and so look for some kind of you know particle or something, and he got stuck in there, and he stayed in there. And I don't know how he got out, but they will explain that. I'm definitely looking forward to the film now. With all these different things they got going on. Jack was asking for the movie, which is nice. I'm glad to hear that at least, which is good news because not having a minute movie would be fun. Either it would be bad, but it'd be good or bad either way. I mean, out of respect, if he didn't do it, it'd be fine. We wouldn't really complain about it too much. But I know, like I said, Reynolds has been trying to get him to do a movie with him or make an appearance in Avengers Endgame. There's a lot of questions and doubt about that. I think it probably kind of stuck to him. It's like, all right, why not do it for one more time because it's an iconic role, and it's gonna be like it's gonna sell like nothing, like biggest movie in the box office when it comes out in April. I'm definitely buying that freaking movie. There's no way in hell I'm missing out because I pretty much own every Avengers movie I've seen so far, and I'll watch every single one of them again just to get a complete update on everything, so I have a clear perspective of what's happening with what's going to continue next. Going to Endgame because you want to get a recap of everything, to have an idea of what's going on, so you at least know, what's going to happen in. So you at least have an idea, like a recap of because I always recap everything like, okay, I watched this, watch this, watch this. Let's get it going. I can get all that done now. I know. I think most of my movies are done in Tennessee right now, but I can probably find some of them on Netflix or something. But I'm glad that they confirmed that Jackman can make an appearance in a movie either as, like I said, either as Logan or Wolverine. The one doesn't matter. Uh, you know, I'm glad they're doing it. I'm glad they're gonna continue with the Wolverine legacy at least. Continue with that in their own way. Whatever Kevin Feige wants to do with that, he can do it. I mean, I'm glad for it at least. I'm glad that the MCU's got some really good stuff going on. Whatever they got coming next, which is that Secret Wars. Whatever's got to come besides that, it's going to be a really good year for them, and I'm glad that they're doing that now, which makes sense. I think it's like a transition into the Marvel the MC universe now, of how they're continuing with the legacy of kind of characters and all this stuff, and get from this, get from that, all this stuff, which is nice, and I'm glad that they're going in the right direction with this because either way, even if that Jackman didn't do it or not, still be an awesome movie no matter what. But again, I know fans would like to see that kind of character back into the movie, whatever his role is going to be. I mean, this is great. I'm all for it. No, don't tend to punt it, but I'm glad with that. And one thing that kind of got me a little bit is there's no confirmation about any like Fantastic Four members going into the movie or Endgame at all, and nothing like that. No, I haven't heard much about that really, which really shocks me because you would think any Fantastic Four member would play some kind of role in that kind of movie because Hulk and him get at it, the thing, and Hulk fight a little bit, so you would think that he would make some kind of they would make some kind of appearance in the movie, but there hasn't been much said about the Fantastic Four making any kind of appearance in the Endgame movie at all. There's really been no talk about it, really. There's been no information or rumors or anything about that. Just about Hugh Jackman, that's about it. But, I mean, you would think there'd be some kind of talk about Fantastic Four or, a little bit of the X-Men, nothing really with that. None of those two, not much with the Silver Surfer, I know. Not too much with that. I mean, there's a lot, like I said, Marvel keeps a lot of things to themselves and, understandable. No, I respect that in every way, which is fine, but, there need to be some kind of rumors or confirmation about Fantastic Four or any, like, other, Marvel characters making an appearance in the movie besides Captain Marvel, but, Still, we haven't heard much about that lately. I mean, again, Marvel, the MCU has been keeping things very on the lid, very quiet, not saying too much about it, which is nice. They don't want to give too much away in the movie because you would say, be like, oh crap, they give this away or this part of scene or then this happens. Like, oh, that sucks. But then, like I said, they haven't really said much about anything else. They've been keeping things very tight lid. Besides the two trailers, the information about Jackman, all that stuff basically is pretty much going to be in that movie, so which is nice. Like I said, nothing else about any other characters besides what we already know. Um, I'm glad that I'm going a really good direction with this. I'm really happy for it. Actually, I'm really thrilled that there's gonna be one hell of a movie this year, and whatever else they're gonna do besides that. I mean, like I said, I already know about Doctor Strange doing a second one, and Black Panther. I don't know about any other ones. I don't know about Iron Man or Cap or any of that. Even if they did another Captain America movie, that'd be kind of interesting to see that. Depends what kind of direction they go with that. Depends on where they want to set the scene with that. What kind of direction they want to go with that Captain America movie, another Iron Man or Thor, whatever. Where it will lead after Endgame, where everybody goes after that, or what happens after that. It leads to some kind of iconic mystery, I think, in a way. But whatever way they decide to go with it, I think it's going to be good either way. Depends on what happens with that. Even after, again, Captain Marvel, Endgame, and Spider-Man Far Away from Home. See how that works out. You know, it's a bit. Listen, the MCU's been very good at keeping a lot of things again on a tight lid, not saying too much about the movie, not doing two interviews with Chris Pratt and Don Chino, talking about the movie, not saying too much about it, which is good. Talk about other things, but I'm glad that they're keeping it very quiet, not saying too much about the movie because you really kind of think that okay, we're gonna spoil it now and say this and like no, but I'm glad that they kept things on the wrap with what it is now and how they continue with it as it is, which is nice. At least like Jimmy come a few months back. Tom Holland made an appearance on there. It's Spider-Man 2. They didn't give anything away with that. Which is fine. He's gonna be in the Spider-Man Far Away from Home anyway, so that's not really much of a big deal with that anyway. So I mean, at least it wasn't tied into that, which is good because like I said, it would be kind of a really effed up situation. Like, oh, what the hell? And it was gone and all this stuff. And they're acting like no, and they're like I said, they're keeping everything with that separate Spider-Man and everything else. What everything else is what it is. I'm glad that we got the confirmation about Jackman and all that stuff, which is good. I don't know about any other characters really. I mean, they haven't said much about it, which is nice. But I'm just curious to see how this movie ends and how it becomes what it is now and what they can do and what's next for Avengers or for any of them really, or for Thanos. So what's gonna happen with that? We don't know. Uh, so we don't know too much. We just know what we know now about the movie. That's what's gonna happen. What scenes we're gonna see so far, and what's it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen about all this stuff and all that. But yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what happens with this and what's gonna happen with the MCU. What's gonna affect it after that? What after the end game? What's the bigger effect with it all? And what's really gonna make it a surprise in us? What's gonna shock us the most? What's gonna surprise us so much in this movie that we don't know and we don't know. We've not seen the movie. We've not seen the premieres of it. We've not seen anything of it at all. We're just really shocked. We're just really excited to go see this movie right away. And once it comes out, it's going to be a huge freaking hit in the box office. It's going to be, it's going to be crazy. Usually opening day is not that bad to see it. I've done it before. It's really not that bad anyway. You should wait, the next couple days to go see the movie. But usually open day is really not that bad for it. I mean, depends on what theater you go to, but other than that, it's really not that bad. Either way, I don't think either. I think Matlock might be pretty packed when that comes out. And then with Captain Marvel coming out yesterday, but again, it should be good all in all. I'm just looking forward to watching both movies and getting a really good opinion on it. We'll do a video on it, get a recap of it all. I'm not gonna say too much about any of the movies anyway. You should just talk about how it is and how much a shock it's gonna be with both. I think that with Captain Marvel's gonna play pretty much. I think she's gonna play a really big role in Endgame. I think she'll make I hope she makes an appearance in that. I think she has really good. What she's doing now. Where she's going with this. I think it's gonna be a really good year. Everybody else excited for it. So, but yeah, I'm just I'm glad that they confirmed what they confirmed with that and everything else, and what they're doing now, which is nice. But I can't really see the movie. Like, can't really see what the outcome of it all is and what the like hype of it is all in general. So as always, it's by Big Joe with Big G88 here. Peace.